So, I read, and I want to make sure I'm correct on this. You're a big hockey fan.
Yeah, I used to play deck hockey for years and years and years, and some ice hockey on the ponds around here. I'm
Yeah.
a hockey fan. It's yeah, I was on the first 16 to it was a 16 to 18 cadet league national champion deck hockey team.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it sounds impressive, right? That there were 4 rinks, so we beat the
It
other
does.
3 teams and became national champions. Seriously, I have a
Nuts.
trophy that says national champion. We
He's
beat
like, I can prove it.
Roslindale, a team from New Jersey, and a team from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
There were only 4 rinks.
Well, who is your what team do you watch or root for these days?
Well, the Bruins. I'm a Boston guy.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
My favorite. I love sports. I absolutely love sports, and I'm a homer on what teams I like,
Mhm.
but I don't hate other teams.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm a Bruins guy, and I hear they just lost one of my favorite players, though. Torrey Krug signed a deal somewhere else. That sucks. But yeah.
Well,
But actually, you know, if you ever read my Crimson Shadow books, there's a character in it, a wizard named Brindamore, named after the Philly guy,
Oh my god.
Rod Brindamore.
That's really funny.
that's great.
It's an
Well,
Easter egg for you.
I
On
do
the
that
topic-
all the time.
On the topic of hockey, then, if Drizzt was playing hockey, what position would he play?
Oh, he looked just like Maurice Richard.
I don't know what he looks like. What does that mean?
Maurice Richard was a wing for the Canadians in the late 60s and 70s, in the 60s and 70s, who they called him the Rocket because he was this little, he was small, but he was incredibly fast and you couldn't catch him. And he would just shoot in from the blue line like a streak, get the puck, and beat you every time. I loved
You
him.
had that answer ready way faster than I thought you would. That was impressive.
Well, yeah. I just, you know, there's old questions. They say, who was the greatest athlete ever? And people will usually name someone who was around when they were about 12. So for me, it's Bobby Orr, right? And then they'll say, what's the greatest music of all time? And people will almost always name songs from their high school years, because that's when music first becomes the most important thing to you. And so for me, you know, the early 70s, the big bad Boston Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens and that smaller league that they had back then was, you know, I know it inside out. I still remember it inside out, which really gets me in fights with Ed Greenwood because he's from Toronto. So